All right, another week back, and it's actually when I think about it, summer is starting to wind down a bit. Good. I mean, it's not. I think in California it doesn't actually wind down until probably October, November. Well, you lived there for so long, you should know, but
Yeah, I know. That's why I want it to wind down.
you live in Southern California. It doesn't really wind down. It's generally nice and comfortable in Southern
I mean,
California.
earlier in June it was nice when it was in the 70s, low 80s, maybe even low 70s,
So what
and like partly cloudy.
what does it look like next weekend?
I don't know. I haven't looked. I'll be at D23 though on Saturday.
On Saturday. What time are you getting back?
I know the convention they close at 7 that day.
7. I mean, we should arrive around late afternoon, 3 or 4. Um, so I don't know if you're there the whole day because I mean, you're not going to the park, right? You're just going to the
No, I'm
convention.
just
Yeah,
gonna be at the convention center.
yeah. And you're just there for one day.
Yep, just Saturday.
Oh, okay. I mean, I see. Here's the thing with the convention. All the news, right? All the news you're gonna learn from social media and news outlets, all the big announcements. So I think of it like everyone's there to buy all the exclusive merch.
I think yes, the merch because I'm there for merch,
Yeah.
and two, like being there when they make the announcements, there's like a certain feel to it where it's just like I was first to hear.
So they can't fit everybody, right? To every announcement
The announcements are at Honda Center, not at the convention center.
at the what center?
Honda Center, where the Anaheim Ducks play.
So is that big enough to fit everybody?
Oh, it's bigger. For like, it's a stadium basically. It's a hockey rink. It's a stadium.
So
That's where they do all the announcements. And
So
those come with a different ticket
interesting.
tier as well.
Different ticket tier. What do you
Yeah.
mean?
So like you have to buy. You can either buy just a regular convention ticket, or you can
Okay.
buy a ticket that includes a possibility of. I say possibility because I don't remember the exact ticket details, but it should
Uh-huh.
allow you to get into the experience Honda Center stuff.
Back it up. Need to back it up. I'm trying to think. Like, okay, so you get the normal convention ticket, and you don't get to go look or watch the announcements. So what does the normal ticket get you?
Into the convention itself with like
Okay.
where all the vendors and stuff, Pixar, this merch, volunteers, the Disney volunteers, and the other stuff there, and like small like meet the creators and like Disney Imagineers and stuff like that. And they have their own little panels here and there. That's still really cool. They used to do the experience at the convention center, but because it got so popular, they moved the experience, like the announcements, into Hana Center.
I'm just trying to think. So, okay. So you buy a ticket to get in the convention. There's a different tier that'll actually let you in to watch the live announcements.
Yes.
And then is there more tiers after that?
Yeah,
What is it, like VIP pass? You get front row
pretty
seats
much
to everything?
something like that.
Wow.
Because it's like I remembered my ticket was about $80 to $100. I forget how much exactly. And then the one of the experience comes at around like 150 or something like that. Not that much more. And then they come with a VIP tier, which was like 500 or so. And then also like they have tiers where it's like all 3 days or like single days.
All 3 days, single days. I mean, I get it, but it just seems so. It can seem like kind of expensive if you add it all up. Okay, you're staying at. It's almost like going to the theme park.
Yeah, but you're there all 3 days.
It's true. Yeah.
And like the announcements are cool because like on Sundays they do the D23. What is it? I forgot what they call it, but like the Disney Legends ceremony. That's what it was. So they honor like the celebrities, the actors, the Imagineers, the actresses, voice actors, whoever that has played like a major part in Disney's history or like recent Disney achievements and stuff like that. So they'll do live show or live award presentation, and they also have like a live pre-show of like it's somewhat like a musical when they did it last year, and then they'll have like performances here and there. I think last year, or not last year, 2 years ago, they had like the original voice actors for the princesses sing their songs and like sing together.
I remember seeing that.
Yeah. So that's usually Sunday. Saturday is usually the park stuff where they announce all the Disney park related news. And I forget what Friday typically is.
The park stuff is what what I would pay attention to, honestly, is the park stuff, because you don't get too many park updates.
Yeah, I actually wanted to go to the D23 Legends ceremony instead of the park this year.
Who do you know who the legends are this year?
I know this year is Anne Hathaway, and I forget a few others.
Wow, yeah, that makes sense. They just came out with Devil Wears Prada.
She had like 3 big films this year.
Yeah, I remember watching. I
just finished watching Odyssey this morning, and then
Really?
I also watched Spider-Man.
This weekend too?
Yep, on Friday night at like
all right.
11 p.m.
Okay, all right.
So I watched both films this weekend.
Can't wait to kind of pick your brain on some of that stuff. Okay, so to kind of wrap up D23, what are you looking forward to?
Honestly, there's some really unique pins that I really want to see if I can get.
Pins?
Yeah.
I mean, I used to collect pins. I still have a bunch of my pins.
Let me see if I can find a link really quick. But this is like the Around the World set that I was like, wow, this is actually really cool. I found
Around the World set in what sense? What sense?
Not the Mickey of Glendale's. It was the other one. Because these are all official pins that are like Disney companies that are releasing these pins.
Yeah.
I can just find it. Because it was not the Walt Disney pin store. It was like another Disney pin store. But it's kind of cool in that like every day or like Friday they have a different set of pins available, and then Saturday they have another different set of pins, and so like Sunday.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. It's how they get you.
Yeah, but like it's still limited for some of these pins, so I'm like, it's really hard to get it.
I mean, I can look it up later. Not too. So you are looking forward to. Okay, you spend money to buy a pass to go buy more stuff. That's how I always. That's how I break it down. Buy a pass and buy more stuff.
Yeah, I saw these pins. I'm like, wow, these are really cool and really representative of the
It
parks.
sounds like they would be kind of expensive too.
They were like $38 a pin
I remember
for these.
I remember.
But these are also limited edition as the other reason why.
I remember collecting pins and stuff, and it was relatively inexpensive, and it was a fun hobby like a decade ago.
Yeah.
Now it's like so expensive, and the park's very restrictive on how you trade and things like that. Yeah, just not as, I guess, not as much into it anymore, because it's gone up in price. It's just like so expensive.
Right.
Like pins used to be under $10. I think now like $10 is kind of the minimum for getting any pins.
Yeah. For like whichever pins, I guess. I know my friends, they like to collect the ones in the mystery pins and then trade them with the cast members to get the ones they want.
Yeah. Those. Yeah, the mystery. Like it used to be just fun. Like I think that's the part that I miss the most about being at the parks is it was relatively inexpensive. Not relatively. No, there were things you could do that were relatively inexpensive.
Mm-hmm.
Like the pin trading, you can spend like not like an incredibly expensive amount of money, and you get a few pins, and then you could trade it with cast members and stuff. And then there's also other little things that you can buy that were like $15, $15 for a pack or something. And you just got a lot of value compared to nowadays. It's just expensive. That's all. But I understand as time goes on, things get more expensive. But how I think of it when I compare it to other things you get in the park and food and all that, it's not as price friendly for your
No,
average person anymore.
it's not. I'm also gonna be getting an annual pass again soon, in like a couple months.
Couple months. I'll probably because I like come drive down and pick up my surfboard eventually. I'll probably it's probably sometime in October after. When do you come back from China?
In the middle of October.
Okay, yeah, that sounds about probably the latter part of October. I come before Halloween's over, and I'll probably end up dropping by, and then we can go to Disney. It'd probably be a weekend, but I think that's okay. I'm not like trying to hit up every ride or something. A weekend's fine.
Yeah, I mean we've been through all the rides.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
let me
just
send
more
this. Where do you want this? In
hanging
Discord.
out. Yeah, Discord's fine. Hanging
This-
out together.
Yeah. This is called the Around the World with Disney Parks pin set.
I'm sure what's gonna happen is if they're limited edition.
They're 400 per
Yeah,
pin.
there's gonna
So I'm like,
exactly. They're gonna be really
yeah, but they
hard.
look so nice. The ones I sent you, it's a picture that's really blurry, so it doesn't give you the full
they look
details.
nice.
But
I can
like,
tell. I can tell.
man,
They
I
look
looked
nice.
at these. I'm like, oh man, those are like legit some of the best pins I've seen in a while.
Yeah, I'm sure scalpers will go there and flip them for hundreds of dollars. So it's very common, especially all the D23 merch. The
But yeah,
limited merch is
people
usually
lining
what
up
happens.
like 4 a.m. just to get inside. And then
Yeah.
there's also virtual queuing for these shops too.
I think virtual queue makes it a much better experience. If you
Yeah,
can
it
get
works out
in.
for me because I live close enough where I can virtual queue from home.
Like as long as they're random or whatever it is, then I think that's pretty fair.
Yeah, there's
Uh,
also these other ones they call the Disney attraction panorama pins. But I don't know if I want to spend that much on these because
Yeah,
they're 75 each.
I mean, I just
So I'm like, oh man. I look at these designs, I'm like, that's so cool.
premium pins. They always look good. They look
Yeah.
good. They cost a lot of money. That's the
I
only
usually
thing.
don't get the smaller pins. I like the premium stuff because they're more personal to me.
I guess so.
They have more meaning to me.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense.
That's why I get the pins. Like, I don't buy pins on a regular. I only buy pins that I feel like there's meaning to.
Yep.
Like
Yeah.
for this Around the World Parks pin, like I would like to buy every one of them because in a way I will be going to pretty much all the parks in my life. So this is a representative.
You haven't gone to Paris.
Not yet. I may next year though.
May?
Yeah,
May?
I might.
May. I thought you meant May.
Potentially, I
as in
may be
the
going
month.
to Disney Paris next year.
Like no, May the month, or you may sometime.
I may sometime. It could be March or April.
Okay. I mean, flying to France.
Yeah, and this is because like my wife, she would love to go to Europe, and it's one of the things she wants to do. As like a bucket list item.
Yeah, I would try to just go in the winter, I guess, when it's cold.
Well,
or
we don't want to
something
wait
like
too
that.
long.
Something like that.
But yeah, those are the pins I am looking forward to, and like this year they've really upped the designs. And I'm unfortunately not gonna see the stuff on Friday or Sunday, but they've got some neat stuff there for the pin stuff.
Okay, so that's kind of wraps D23 for now. I know. Let's not talk too much about it. Let's have you experience it, and then we'll catch up on it. Okay, so I'm pretty. Okay, you got 2 movies. You said you've done a lot more. All I've been doing is just kind of surfing and reading books.
Yeah, I'm also studying. I actually scheduled my exam for this coming Thursday.
Wow, Thursday. I mean, that's it. You just gotta go in there and take it.
Yeah. I mean, right now I'm just letting all that stuff marinate in my head and try to just make sure I'm working on my weak areas as much as I can and remember as much as I can. It's just
Yeah.
like in this area where I'm like anxious to take it because I'm also a little nervous that information may just be leaking out of my head as it progresses. So I'm trying to like re-up my knowledge as much as I can. Even when I'm running, I have like a video on I'm listening to just to have the knowledge in the back of my head in a passive recall mode or
Yep.
passive learning mode.
It's just repetition. A repetition, and just try to keep it in your memory. Okay. Something to brainstorm about now. Talking about memory. I don't know what you're all gonna eat down there, but I'm thinking like something soupy. Like we've been eating a lot of Malatang places. Something like that. Could be Vietnamese food. I don't know. Soupy
We have
food.
so much Vietnamese food down here.
Hot pot food. I don't know, something.
You
soupy.
sure? I don't know. I mean, we'll see what the weather is too. If it's still hot.
Yeah. We'll see what the weather is like. I mean, I'm fine. Like not Korean barbecue, but shabu shabu, all you can eat or something. I don't know.
There's so much down here.
Yeah,
It's crazy.
yeah. I mean, the last place we went to was pretty cool, if I remember correctly. It was like all you can eat.
The one we went to
Shabu?
together?
Yeah, was it?
Yeah, that
Shabu?
was like a chubby cattle restaurant.
Chubby cattle. Yeah.
It
It's
was
like a-
X-Pot I think we went to last time.
Yeah, something soupy.
Yeah, but they opened so many hot pot places down here.
Yeah, I'm sure they did. But we're not getting a hotel room, so we'll stay at your place
Okay.
for the weekend until we fly out, and then
Yeah,
I'll
what
call-
time's your flight on Sunday?
It's like 10 a.m.
Okay, so that means
morning flight.
LAX will leave like 7:30 to 8,
Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, it'll be morning flight. Oh, okay. Jumping into, yeah, I mean, you've done a lot more than I have. I've just been busy at work and doing stuff there, but you watch 2 movies all in the same weekend. That's a lot. I feel like that's a lot. That's like spoiling yourself kind of a lot. You watch 2, so you didn't watch it on the same day, obviously, right?
No, I watched Spider-Man Friday night at 11 p.m.
11 p.m. I feel like just hearing you say 11 p.m. makes me fall asleep. Like that's
I
what
didn't
I'm
fall
thinking.
asleep this time at all during the movie. I was fully attentive. I did take a quick nap when I got home for like 10 minutes, but that was it.
Before you went to see the movie.
Yeah, after I got off work.
Okay. All right. So that's the first one you saw, and then you saw the Odyssey the following
This
day.
morning, yep.
This
In IMAX,
morning.
but not 70mm IMAX.
Yeah. There's okay. Let's go. Without spoilers, Spider-Man.
I really liked it.
Really liked it.
Like,
Is it the okay? No spoilers.
I won't
but
say
is it better.
it's not the best Spider-Man for Tom Holland, but it's still consistently really good.
Are you saying the last one was the best of No Way Home? Was that the last one?
I personally like the one.
Far From Home.
I personally, I think I like Homecoming the most, just because that's like his
Homecoming's
intro.
the first one. Oh, okay.
And with Robert Downey Jr. coming in with that scene, it's like, hey kid, if you can't be good without the suit, then the suit's not for you.
Yeah. I will rewatch that one. I mean, there's always the excitement whenever they introduce a Spider-Man.
Yeah,
It,
I think out of all the Marvel films, Spider-Man has had the most films and like different
well, obviously he's
takes
the
on it.
character. Yeah.
compared to like Iron Man, Captain America, and all that. Spider-Man has had the most films.
Well, Spider-Man is a standalone universe. I mean, it has its own like world within. It's like X-Men. X-Men has its own. Wolverine would be the other character that has his own world within the X-Men world. Okay, that's good to hear. I mean, I'm still not going to watch it in the theater anytime soon. I know
That's worth watching.
I'm sure
Like,
it is.
You're there with the fans. They're cheering the same time you're cheering. They're sad the same time you're sad. And hearing that and
I
like
get it.
being with them,
Get it.
that popcorn smell and all
I
that.
get it.
You know?
I totally get it. Totally get it. But it's really hard for me to spend $30 on a movie
Well,
ticket.
I spent because I bought the AMC membership because I know I have like rewards after buying movies so many times. I use some of that, and then also it waives the convenience fee, so I just pay like $19 a year to waive the convenience fee and like get front of line pass for like snacks or concessions and
Yeah,
stuff like that.
I've used
So
it for a little while, and I just spend more of my time in the
so I
water than in the movie theater
yeah.
these days. That's all.
My ticket, I watched it in Dolby Cinema after it was not a matinee showing, so it was like $24, $23 for a
I
premium format.
I mean, I did all that. I did all that, so I understand what that's like. And maybe one day I'll get back into watching movies in the theater. Maybe when they stop putting it on streaming.
I mean, they won't stop putting it on streaming because they're not gonna do Blu-rays and DVDs that much longer. So they need to be able to increase the rewatchability of a film and a
Yeah,
platform.
that's true. That's true. Oh, okay. So glad to hear. I'm pretty sure Spider-Man's good because
Yeah, the Spider-Man also had really nice cinematography in it too.
yeah, and it's a different. I mean, it's a it's a story that unlike the Odyssey, you like everyone knows what the Odyssey is. It's a story, a poem from the past, but Spider-Man is a little like it's not like original, but it's not something you don't know what to expect.
Yeah, because they'll mash up
Yeah,
different comic book series or
correct.
like into one movie basically.
Yeah. Okay. Glad to hear that worked
Yeah,
out. Did you
and
just
like
watch it with yourself? I
no,
mean,
I watch it with my wife and another friend.
that would be ultimate status if you watched it by yourself.
No, I usually take my wife with me on every movie screening.
Have you ever watched a movie by yourself?
Since I moved down here, no.
I tried. I tried to watch a movie by myself, and then right as it got started, I remember this is when I got my first case of food poisoning in my life, and I left the movie theater. It was for the Dragon Ball Z movie.
You watch the live action
No, no,
in
no.
theater?
There was the anime
Oh, okay.
of like when he went super or something. I don't remember. It was like
As it
10
was
years
against
ago.
Broly
No, it was 10 years ago. And
10 years
then
ago.
when I settled down, and then I felt hella sick, and then
Which movie was it?
I went home. I don't know. Super Dragon Ball Z Super. I don't know. Or they're God Saiyan or something. I don't
Yeah,
know.
was it? I don't know.
Doesn't matter. I never finished it because I just went home.
Yeah, this morning I watched Odyssey with my wife, and I'm like, I know how much concession's gonna cost, and we're like also running short on time because we left a little later. So on our way to the movies,
They have trailers, right? It's not like
they
it starts
do. It's
right away.
this time it was actually a full 30 minutes worth of trailers.
Really?
'Cause Our
You said 30 minutes of trailers? Did
yeah,
you just say that?
yeah, they gave you that disclaimer of like 25 or 30
Wait.
minutes. So you booked the screening time that they'll show on the whatever. So it'll say 11 p.m. or whatever.
Okay.
But then there's a disclaimer saying movie start time is actually 25 minutes to 30 minutes after the
Oh,
screen
wow.
time.
I didn't
showing.
know trailers took up that much time.
They didn't before, but it's more of a recent couple year thing.
No wonder people complain about the trailers taking so long. Because
Yeah, so like I knew this morning our screen time was our showing time was 9:40 and we left at like 9:10. Takes us like 25 minutes to get to the theater. And I'm like, we're going to need food because it's 2 hours and 52 minutes for the runtime. So
Okay.
past lunch and we needed breakfast. So we just did fast food Wendy's breakfast menu.
oh my gosh, I can't see. Here's the thing: I can't believe you still eat fast food at like just.
I mean, Wendy's really good. I like their stuff because it's not so bad compared to like some of the other fast food places.
Okay,
But
I mean I don't know the difference. I don't eat it. Period.
they use fresh eggs and all that when I looked at it at
Okay.
least. But anyways, it was still really good and like I was eating it as I was driving, so it saved us time to like stay in line to get food and all that, and spend the extra money on concessions when like we spent like $16 for a breakfast combo total. When at the theater, that's probably like maybe one item worth.
Correct. Yep.
So I'm like, let's just buy the food on the way there and eat as I drive.
Wow. Yeah, that is something.
Yeah, and we made it in like with 10 minutes of trailers left.
10 minutes of trailers. Dang.
Yeah, we got there at
I'm
like
still kind
10
of shocked.
a.m.
See, that's
and
how
then the movie started at 10:10.
that's how long I haven't been to movie theaters because now they have a disclaimer. I've never seen that says.
Disclaimer's on the app when you buy the ticket.
Yeah, exactly. I haven't bought tickets in so long that
Yeah.
I never seen that. That's incredible.
And then just
Do
last
they
night,
make money on that or something? Like it helps reduce the cost of movies
I don't know.
or tickets. Why would they show 30 minutes? That's a lot.
I don't know. I forget the reasoning, but I know the studios aren't too happy with it either.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, that makes sense.
And then last night, I also started to buy Doomsday tickets for my friends and I because there's advanced ticket purchase available.
Okay,
And I was looking
before we-
through the
Doomsday already.
yeah, I was looking through the screening times or show times, and like for opening weekend, like most of the times they're already booked up, and if they're not booked up, you're just getting like the very front of the theater
Course,
seats.
Yes.
Sounds okay. I keep looking. Okay, I found a showing for 7 a.m. on a Sunday.
That's good.
7 a.m.
I mean,
which is crazy.
It's just like if a movie's good, people want to see it. There's demand.
Yep.
That's how
And
it
then
is.
the latest showing, or earliest, however you want to determine this, I saw was a Friday night that bleeds into Saturday at 2:10 a.m.
So that's one thing I do like is the movie business going. I love to see it continue to just regain momentum.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
And
I'm like,
just make good movies again.
there's
That's
people are watching it in theaters.
Yeah.
Good chunk of people are still watching movies in theaters.
Yeah. I'm glad to hear and see some of that. Whew, okay. So Odyssey, what is your non-spoiler take on the film?
I feel like the acting can't get better than that in a film this year.
Really?
They have Tom Holland, Matt Damon, Anne Hathaway, so many A-list actors, and they're at the top of the game. And the cinematography again, really good because I feel, I think there's a lot less CGI in this film. It's Christopher Nolan,
Correct.
obviously.
Yes.
So a lot of it, it's like they're on location, on set, actually filming these things, and they're being really creative about how to get the angles and how they get the shots done, and minimal CGI.
I don't. I mean, I'm glad you had a good time. It's definitely it. I mean, it's definitely worth it. I'm just not interested.
I watched it in matinee, so the ticket this morning was $21.
I'm still not interested. I don't know. I don't know what will take me back to. What movie will get me to go? I don't even like. I'm a big fan of Dune, and watching Dune on the big screen. I don't even care for the next Dune that comes out.
I still haven't watched Dune Part 2.
And I read the books, the first 6
Wow.
books. I read those because I was so into it. And
Like the original books in the 1980s, or the remakes of the books, or
no,
whatever?
the books. I mean, there's no remake of the book.
I thought there was like
but-
the 1980s or 1990s
no,
version of the books.
That's the movies.
Movies,
The
okay.
movies, right? So, they're not gonna. They don't. You don't rewrite a book.
Yeah, I just had it wrong. It was the movies.
Right. That would be the strangest thing. Hey guys, we have a remaster version of Harry Potter.
I mean, sometimes do they do that? I
no,
feel like
you just read the original. They might have editor notes and additional.
they'll re-release
intro.
like a 20 or 10th anniversary of a book or something.
Yeah, but it's still the same book. They don't rewrite it like they do in video games and movies where they remaster and then they change things. Like Star Wars, they change.
Yeah, like they added the Anakin at the end.
Yeah, so they can change some of that in movies, but in books you don't really, because it's different. The medium is different. Like it's just words. Why would you care to change the words?
I know, like for they're re-releasing Endgame soon next month, and they're adding like 8 more minutes of content,
Yeah, I
which
think
changes the ending slightly.
I think that helps bridges some of the gaps because of the. I mean, originally it was going to be Kang, right?
Yeah.
Kang the Conqueror, but then all that stuff, drama happened, and then, so I get some of that. I get why you would do that. So, But I imagine like if you think about remastering a book, so if I had to do it, the one thing I would do is like Harry Potter. He gets with Hermione instead of Ron's sister, which I don't even know her name.
Ginny.
Yeah, there you go. Like that, I could see, it would change the dynamics of the
I mean,
story.
a lot of people wanted that to happen, but it didn't.
I think, I think this is what happened because the movies were visually like it made sense visually, because as you watch the movies, they they were paired up and they worked together so well, and
Yeah,
you're like, why? But then in the books,
the books are different.
is a different dynamic. So
Yeah,
that's the part that most people don't get. Like, oh, you're like, why? There's this whole romance. There's a other side of Harry Potter that's in the books that is.
that wasn't shown in the films.
Yeah, you can't do all of it. There's
Right.
just too much in that world building.
And the books explain like Ginny's a rather powerful wizard or sorceress herself too.
Yeah, so that's the part that I would say that the movies I wish could capture the magic side of the world uh, a, a bit better than it did in presentation wise. Because when they have those wizard battles and stuff, they're just not really as good as what I guess. I mean, your imagination you can run wild when
Yeah.
you read a book. So, but then in the movies, it just seems like everyone's kind of weak. They just kind of just like toss the same spell. They don't. That's why I was really like hyped up for Deathly Hollows when they really showcase magic and special effects in that great battle. I was like, that's kind of what's missing all along. These movies is that magical sense that the first movie captured and the second movie captured, like this wonder of the world, and then they shifted gears to more characters, which I understand different directors and different direction.
Yeah, I think the last 3 films were the only ones that had the same director. Or last 4.
Yeah, something like that. They switched. They had like I think probably one director for a couple movies, and then
Yep.
they switched out something like that.
And then they had one director for the remaining.
Yeah. So that's you don't remaster a book. It would just be really weird. And then
I guess they'll just add like additional commentary from the editor or the author.
Yeah, I
to,
mean
like,
that's
those
usually what happens.
additions or whatever.
But I'm glad to hear that Spider-Man, Brand New Day, and Odyssey was a good experience for you, and I will watch those on streaming one day. My wife ended up, Jane, watch Interstellar with Matthew McConaughey and Anne Hathaway.
I haven't seen that yet. Did that get No, that's not in IMAX yet. That's because Odyssey's out.
It's Interstellar. It's an old movie.
I know, but
It's a
people
space
say
movie.
if you can watch it in IMAX, do so, because every so often it comes back to IMAX.
Oh, I don't. I mean, you just watch it. It's fine. It's good. It is the year where Matt Damon shows up in 2 space movies. That's how I remember. It was this one and The Martian, if I remember correctly, was the 2 space movies he was in.
You know the meme with Matt
Yeah,
Damon?
I know the meme.
Yeah.
He's in all these movies in space, and he's just like, or somewhere far away and trying to get home. Yeah,
Yep.
I mean that's the hero's journey. That's the journey. So it's not uncommon. It just so happens Matt Damon plays all these characters.
That's the thing.
Just happens. I mean, you're a popular actor.
There's
Makes
also
sense.
like another character I just saw a meme of. He's the main actor in like Sonic the Hedgehog. The dude.
James Marsden.
I think so. And
Marsden.
he plays
What about him?
the character that's always talking to a CGI character in a car.
Oh, yeah. I guess so. Because he's in some Disney movies. He's in a bunch of different. He's in the X-Men.
Yeah, and he's
he's
always talking to a
Cyclops.
CGI character in a car. And he's done it like 4 times or something.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that when you're an actor that gets a lot of work, you also find that you get a lot of similar roles because you're good at that.
Yeah.
So he's probably in a lot of kids movies or something, and then they're just like, yeah, you're just good. I mean, he's in Enchanted. He's in, well, X-Men and
Was he
uh
Cyclops?
yeah, he's Cyclops in
Yeah.
X-Men. So now that they're all under Disney, so I think that's the biggest thing you want to be if you want to be a successful actor. Somehow get Disney to really like you and want to cast you over and over again. Seriously, like
I don't know
I
what the criteria is.
I mean, I think that's the commercial side of movie making. Like you have to also, like, if you want to make the millions to be an A-list, you need a big studio that, like, hey, we want to keep bringing you back for movies, right? You want to be under Disney's good graces. You don't want to, you know, talk crap about Disney and they never hire you again, or you never want to do that for any of these studios because the studios are the ones that fund these movies, at least the big ones. Unless you go indie, and then you could do whatever you want. But if you want to, then that's where you have to balance the artistic with the commercialization of the industry. Where yeah, you can make those indie movies for more artistic endeavors, like to win you Oscars or whatever. But then you also have to imagine, I need to make a living.
Disney didn't always hire A-list actors. They made them since the Marvel MCU began.
Yeah, I mean, well,
Because
yeah,
they want to
I
save as
mean,
much as they can hiring actors, but it's just that films blow up
yeah,
and become
yeah.
so big.
I mean, it's like Lord of the Rings. All those people
Yeah.
really got a lot of exposure for those films, and I think that's the one thing that Orlando Bloom said. Like he didn't get paid much. He got paid like 100K or 200K, and then he still to this day was like, I'll do it again because the experience was
Because he gets to be
invaluable.
Legolas.
Yeah, and he now has a legacy forever, and that exposed him to allow him to play all these other things in the industry, like
Did he play
Pirates
Legolas
of
the
the.
same year he was in Pirates?
No, I don't think so, because I think it
Was there a
was.
1 year gap when the first
Well, yeah, I mean it's hard because they
or something?
filmed Lord of the Rings all at once, right? They
Right.
filmed a lot of it just all in one go. They didn't like stop production; they just kept going. Um, so I think after they wrapped that up, then he had time to go do Pirates, or he wrapped that up and then people watched it and they realized, oh, this guy is popular, so they cast him for Pirates. I think that's kind of how it unraveled. And I love the Pirates,
I do too.
like the first.
I mean, people can hate on the fourth and fifth film, but I still rather enjoy them. I mean, Johnny Depp, very enjoyable to watch.
Oh, there goes my dogs barking again.
Excitement.
No, I mean dogs are old. They just bark at everything. It's like grumpy old people that just like I imagine being like a grumpy old man sitting in front of my house on the front lawn and then telling the neighbors, get off my grass, get off my grass. So the dogs are like territorial. Like anything that happens in this apartment, they bark at.
Right.
Yeah. Okay, so that's kind of a wrap for now. A lot of exciting things coming up, especially I'm gonna see you next weekend.
Yeah, this whole
I'm
week is
really
also
looking
D23 week. So like
the whole
they'll
week.
have yeah, there's going to be a D23 day at Disneyland special yeah, specialty ticketed event. So they'll have like a parade and like the original princesses will also have a performance to sing like their songs and whatnot. And then there's going to be a D23 night at Angels Stadium for baseball, and they're giving away a Mickey D23 bobblehead and a couple of other items, I believe, or events.
That's a lot. But really, just looking forward to having a good meal with you when we come down there on Saturday, and then getting ready to fly out on Sunday. So yeah, looking forward to see you in person.
Yeah, it's gonna be your first time sleeping over, so that'll be interesting.
No, I mean we slept over once
You
before.
did?
Yeah, a long time ago.
Oh, I don't remember.
A long time ago. I mean, just As long as the couch, I mean, I can make myself comfortable anywhere.
We have a full size futon or mattress
That's all good, man. Just it's
as
all
well.
good.
So
All good.
we're
Just need a place.
accommodating because I have to accommodate my in-laws and our parents. So
I get
used to
it.
it.
I mean, I just need a place to toilet, wash up, and then head out on the flight. That's it.
Yeah.
Looking forward to your Japanese toilet. Now I know what a Japanese toilet
Now
is.
you know how you're supposed to use it.
That's so funny. All right, man. That's it for now. I'll save till we get caught up and see. I mean, I'll catch up with you again in person
Yeah.
next weekend. Okay. Take care until then.
Mahalo.